If we could have everyone's attention, we will begin this evening's ceremony. Great to see everybody here. My name is Doug DeBias. I'm the Associate Commissioner at the CACC and work with the conference's Hall of Fame Committee that selects each year's Hall of Fame class. And the Hall of Fame Committee does it each summer. They meet in July and review all the nominations. And it's a very long process, but a very beneficial process because there's a lot of great discussion. And this year's Hall of Fame class, the class of 25, has 4 honorees in it, and 3 of the honorees are first ballot Hall of Famers, including Lauren. And after our meeting, and we'll hear a lot of Lauren's accomplishments later on when Commissioner Mara speaks, after the meeting, everybody on the Hall of Fame Committee said, this is a first rate, this is a terrific headliner Hall of Fame class with the individuals highlighted again by Lauren's accomplishments. I would like to welcome up here at this time the Director of Athletics at Chestnut Hill, Jesse Bowser.
Thank you, Doug. Thanks.
Okay, well, welcome to the CACC Hall of Fame induction for Lauren Riff. I want to thank everybody for coming out. And before I get started, I want to introduce our piano player over here. Well, they call it a pianist. But the C on the end. Malcolm is a member of our men's basketball team, and he's always playing in the chapel, and it sounds amazing. So I asked him to come over and play to give us a little bit of class to this event. I want to thank our president, Brian McCluskey, for showing up tonight to represent the college as well, and Denise Wisniewski, Bob Heller from Athletics, Greg, Mary Lee coming to take pictures. I appreciate you guys giving up your time to come out here. And most of all, thank you to the women's soccer team for coming out to see the person that trailblazed the trail for them to be where they are today. So just real quick, I don't want to take too much time, but I want to talk a little bit about Lauren Riff as a soccer player. And it makes me feel old to know that it happened that long ago, and I was here for it all. And I remember all the people that are here with their spouses and partners and stuff, and it's really cool. I think what I love the most is how many Chestnut Hill people came back to support Lauren. And so for the girls that are on the team now, this kind of goes to what I was talking about at your banquet, is that, you know, you remember all these great games, and it's so sad when you finally lose at the end of the season and all that. And you'll remember some of that, but you'll remember your friends and the people that got you here way longer than anything else. And when I was thinking about Lauren as a soccer player, I remember how amazing she was. Like, we had the best player in the league by far, and she was just so sick. But what I remember most about her was that she was just a really down-to-earth, cool person. And even still, when she comes back to the couch, what are you laughing at that I said sick? I know, it was so inappropriate. But yeah, the reason why I remember so well about Lauren is really about her personality and her friendships. Like, I always remember Shannon Katz, Shannon Taylor Katz. And we got Chris Wilson and Alyssa Ratatek. And all these, I know everybody's maiden names on the women's team. And I remember the guys from the soccer team and the fact that you're all here. So I really appreciate that. It's great to see you all. I know I've gained a little bit of weight since the last time you saw me. I think in 2010, I was probably like $180. Whew. Time flies. Time flies. All right, well, without further ado, we are going to get the night going. Again, I want to thank everyone for coming out. And the last thing I want to say to the women of our Chestnut Hill soccer team now is take this all in. This could be one of you someday. And I hope that if you are, that you're lucky enough to have as many friends come and support you the way Lauren does. So congratulations.
Thank you, Jesse. This time, we would like to welcome here to the podium the Commissioner of the CACC, Dan Mara.
Peace.
Thank you, Doug. One thing that's clear here tonight is that it's not teammates for 4 years, it's teammates for life. So remember that. These people that were playing together in 2009 have come together now all these many years later, and hopefully the same thing will happen for you. Lauren and I go way back. We had a moment, I'm going to give you her stats, which are awesome, but I want to talk about something else that happened. Not too far from here, in Sorrento Gymnasium, we were hosting the conference soccer banquet at Sorrento Gym. 4 men's teams, 4 women's teams. Lauren had gotten hurt the last regular season game and was not able to play. They got beat in the quarterfinals, but she's player of the year. So she's going to get an award, and she's on crutches, and we make sure that she's got the table in the front, and she's ready, doesn't have to walk very far. But one of the coaches, Jim Moore of Georgian Court, who I'm sure you viewed as a rival of epic proportions, organized all the players from the 8 teams to give Lauren a standing ovation when she came up. And it was a remarkable moment. Actually won the NCAA Sportsmanship Award for all divisions that year. But what it speaks to is her stats are going to tell you how great she was. But that tells you the respect that she had and how those people felt. I mean, that's never happened before, may never happen again. For 8 teams to stand and applaud one athlete. Phenomenal. So, why are we here? We're here for Lauren Riff Larkin, the first Chestnut Hill player to be inducted into the CACC Hall of Fame. I want to put this in perspective. The CACC is 64 years old, founded 1961. Lauren will be the 3rd women's soccer player inducted to the Hall. So this is truly the best of the best. 2011 Daktronics All-American, 2-time CACC Player of the Year, 4-time All-CACC, 3 times first team. As a senior in 2011, led the CACC in goals with 18 points, 41 shots, 93. She's Chestnut Hill's leader in goals career with 56, with points, 130, game-winning goals, 14, and shots, 310. A 2-year captain, the Griffins made 3 CACC playoff appearances, a 2012 graduate of Chestnut Hill, and a 2022 inductee to the CACC Hall of Fame. Truly worthy of this honor tonight. It's my honor to induct Lauren Riff Larkin to the CACC Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Who's which? Hi. She. The items. All right. Yes. Stop. Wait, my God. Zero. Okay. So.
Man, I kind of forgot all those stats. My son tells me in the backyard that I stink at soccer. So, there you go, Bob. But I really just want to thank you guys so much. It truly is an incredible honor, and I'm just so grateful to be here. Getting that phone call from Dan about being inducted into this Hall of Fame, it was not on my bingo card for this year. I had gotten a voicemail, and it took me 5 days to respond to him. And I looked at my husband, and I was like, what on earth is he calling me for? I really didn't know. I thought it was a rematch to Georgian Court. Anyway, representing this school and becoming the first to join the CAC Hall of Fame is such an incredible honor. This school and this team gave me some of my closest friends. Friends who are all here tonight. This team is such a big part of the success that I ever had. I couldn't have asked for better teammates. You guys showed up. I texted you guys and said, I think we're gonna have a Hall of Fame thing. Everybody has kids, little kids, and you guys said, it's fine, I'll be there. And you guys are all here tonight. But when I look back at freshman year, we had just switched over from Division III to Division II. Saying this in the nicest way possible. We were the worst team in the conference. We were not there. But the next year, My husband told me not to say the stats, but we went to 8-3-1 in the conference, and it was amazing. It was an incredible recruiting class that came in. You guys were awesome, and it made such a huge difference. But by junior year, we were 10-1-1 in the conference. We were studs. We were going to win the CAC. I don't know what happened. Georgian Court again in the semifinals. Senior year brought its own challenges. We ended up getting a new coach. We went to Ireland for 2 weeks in August. We still didn't have a coach for preseason. We came back and a new coach, and I had a career-ending injury that year. I tore my ACL the game before the playoffs. It was awful. But everything truly happens for a reason because we ended up meeting Sandy. We were so lucky to meet and play for Sandy. She was the perfect coach for us at exactly the right time. After college, I had the chance to coach alongside of her, and she became a mentor and honestly one of my closest friends. My teammates and I, who are all here tonight, we talk about her all the time and how she would have loved this moment. She talked about it herself, and I'd be like, Sandy, I gotta get into the CAC first. I gotta get into the Hall of Fame first. It's honestly strange for her not to be here. She's probably saying right now, Rich, get it together, because I can't even speak her name. But I just wanted to thank my parents. My brother told me I had to talk about him on the way up here, so I don't know where he is, but I just want to shout him out too. For always showing up to every game. You guys traveled wherever we were, you never missed a game. Spent weekends supporting this soccer journey since I was 3. My mom she wanted to make sure every single person who wanted to come in our family came up here tonight, and she rented a party bus that we all arrived on. So that's the kind of people they are. I ended up meeting my husband here, right there. Have 2 awesome boys, and the rest of even the men's soccer team they didn't have a choice because they dated and now married women on the soccer team, and they've always supported us. Chris Moore, looking at you too. But everyone who made it here today has made this moment even more special. To have everyone here, Bob, my kids, and my teammates. My teammates, I can only hope my kids someday get to be a part of a team like ours and have friends like you guys. I can't thank this college enough. My kids get to call a lot of you aunts and uncles now. Jesse, thanks for setting this up. I don't know where you went. You're the man. And thanks to this college. And Dan, thank you guys all for coming down. And I appreciate all of you. And to the women's soccer team, I'm sure you had to come tonight. And I really appreciate you showing up to fill that side of the room. So I just want to say thank you guys. And let's all have a drink. Cheers.
Congratulations once again, Lauren. As she mentioned, reception is following here. Jesse, any other notes for the group for the reception?
Keep it.
In typical me fashion, I thanked a lot of different people, and I didn't thank Phyllis Jablonowski. There she is, thank you, Phyllis. Phyllis is really the person that sets this all up. All I do is say, Phyllis, this is what we have, this is what we're gonna do, and she is the mastermind behind this beautiful night. So I was just sitting there like, oh my gosh, why did I not say thank you to better? So thank you to Phyllis.
I walked in with a twisted yes.